Hello, it is SandiWarner today with Warner Realty Group. Just wanted to share some information with you on this wild spring market in 2021. I was looking at the data put out by the MLS, and the February detail report came out, and I thought you might find it as interesting as I do. So we're going to call it up on the screen for you so you can see what I'm talking about. So what you're looking at in front of you is going to be the top line is all the data from Rhode Island. And then today we're going to talk specifically about Newport County. And we'll probably try to do this for a couple other counties too. The reason I wanted to talk about this today is I got no less than 3 phone calls this week from buyers who are telling me they're seeing all over the internet that we're in a bubble and they're waiting for foreclosed properties. And even though I tell them, hey, we're still in a mortgage moratorium, most of these people who are in foreclosure, the overwhelming majority of them are still paying their mortgage, that there just aren't signs that we're going to see a lot of distressed properties. Here's the actual data and numbers so you can see this. We'll start over here. If you look at the first 2 columns on here and the top numbers are Rhode Island, you can see that the second number is 617. That's the number of sales in February of 2020. And in February of 2021, we had 621. It went up for 4 homes. And then you can kind of look at that going down through Tiverton. Tiverton actually went down in sales. They had 8 this year. They had 11 last. Little Compton had no change. Portsmouth went down. It had 11 this year. It had 15 last year. Middletown went down. It had 9 last year. It had 5 this year in February. Newport went down, and Jamestown had no change. So we're seeing the number of sales go down. Now, why are we seeing that? Mostly we're seeing that because there aren't homes out there to buy. It's because inventory keeps shrinking. So as fast as something comes on, it's selling. Why do I say that? Look at average days on market. And you can say the first column says average DOM, and DOM in realtor lingo is days on market. In 2021, an average DOM in 2020. If we look at 2020, it was for Rhode Island, the average days on market was 70 days. And even if we just come down into Newport County, and in Rhode Island, the average days on market in February this year, 47. That's a change of 32%. Houses are selling 32% faster in the entire state of Rhode Island. Now, if there's a lot of inventory, you go house shopping and there are 15 houses that you could buy and you don't feel any pressure, you're going to take your time. You're going to look and you're not going to worry that that house that you looked at yesterday is going to sell tomorrow. So you might go look at 5 more houses, which would leave the house that you ultimately buy on the market 7 days longer, 8 days longer, and you'll circle back to it. But if you're out there and every open house you go to has 27 people at it and the realtor is saying offers in by tomorrow, offers in by tomorrow, you're going to buy that house like that, aren't you? You're going to move. So that's what we're seeing here. We saw the average days on market drop substantially. In Tiverton, it dropped 40%. It went from 60 days on market to 36. In Little Compton's, the only one we saw a change in. And Little Compton's a funny little market. It's very specific, but this is worth noting. It went up. In Little Compton, the average days on market in 2020 were 83, and this year it was 222. Now, as someone who's got clients looking in Little Compton, that is very much driven by the fact that there isn't a lot of property out there. In Portsmouth, average days on market in 2020 was 117. In 2021, 53 days. Went down 54%. In Middletown, it's the only market that, Middletown and Jamestown both went up this year. And average days on market in 2020 for Middletown was 101, and this year was 112. That's an interesting anomaly. I did see a lot more properties in the luxury range in Middletown came on this year. And I think that could be driving that. We saw a lot more homes come on Indian Avenue in the 2 million, 3 million, and 4 million mark. In Newport, we saw the average days on market in February of 2021. Now remember, February 2021 was right before COVID hit in March. Was 107 days in February of 2021. This year, 79. That's a 26% difference. What I think is most interesting about all of this information, let's look at the price differentiation in Rhode Island. And this is where our heart is breaking a little bit for all the buyers out there. But boy, sellers, are you in the hot seat? You're in a sweet position right now. Overall in Rhode Island, the median price was $273,000 last February. In February of this year, it was $320,000. That is an increase of 17%. That means that everyone who sold a house in February probably had 17% more equity in their home. So that's great if you're a home buyer. In Tiverton, we actually saw it went from 300 to 332. That was a 10% increase. In Little Compton saw a price drop. That means that maybe some of their higher end properties didn't come on the market or didn't move. They went from 680 to 470. In Portsmouth, big change, 40% price increase in Portsmouth from $340,000 average, meaning in February of 2020, the average home price in Portsmouth, Rhode Island was $340,000. In February of 2021, $479,000. That was the average sale price in February of 2021. That's a 40% gain. In Middletown, we went from 309 to 385 and went up 24%. In Newport, here's a big one. We went from 550 to 659. And in Jamestown won this little horse race this year. In February of 2020, home prices were $365,000 on the median. And in 2021, the average home price went up to $651,000. This is just really interesting stuff. If you come over now, the last thing we want to look at, you want to look at the number of distressed properties on the market this year compared to last year. So all you people who are listening to everyone on YouTube tell you, look for the distressed properties, you're going to miss the market. And the reason for that is in Rhode Island overall, the number of distressed properties on the market went down 45%. There are no distressed properties on the market. We had 22 distressed in the entire state of Rhode Island in February of 2020. And in the entire state of Rhode Island in 2021, there were 12. And if you come down in Newport County, we had 3 in Newport County in 2021. We had maybe one in, we had one in Tiverton, we had one in Middletown, and we had one in Jamestown. Look at 2021. Not a single distressed property on the market in Newport County in February of 2021. It's not to say this isn't going to change sometime soon, but if the moratorium comes off, more foreclosures. Even though these properties come on the market as distressed properties, meaning that the mortgage wasn't paid, look at the market they're walking into. We're looking at decreased number of inventory, decreased days on market, and wildly increasing prices. Waiting for distressed properties is not going to give you a deal. A, they're probably not coming anytime soon, and B, they're not going to be priced as distressed properties. So we'll post this up here if you want to play with this or look at this. If you want to use it as a spreadsheet, if you're an agent or a realtor or an investor or someone from out of the area, happy to share this with you. This data is coming from the Rhode Island MLS, and we can share the original spreadsheet and the source with you. Hope you found that as fun and interesting as I do. All of this is telling you if you're thinking about selling, now is the time, people. Grab that equity while you can, while the market is on fire. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, give us a call if we can help. It's 401-662-7204 is a direct line to me on my cell. You can also call the office and talk to any one of our amazing agents. That's 401-236-8685. Have a great day. Bye.